jumped on that bandwagon. All the way in 2007? Most of you? 9. So you probably didn't think about it much. Maybe you still have the Game Boy in your hand. You know? Did you guys play with the Game Boy? Yes. Yes. So you probably still had the Game Boy. Your parents probably told you you're not allowed to go on the internet. That's just for the big people. Facebook, definitely not at 9 at your age. Today's 9-year-olds, they may be on it. But I was one of the first early adopters. And in 2006 I started blogging, and in 2007 I started Twitter. And in those times, how long ago? 7, 8 years ago? We used to, I remember teaching my students, don't put anything on the internet with your real name. When you go and try to apply for college, you don't want your college counselor to find something that's not good. Do you ever hear that?
Yes.
I'm so surprised. Because guess what? I don't teach that to my students anymore. Right now, you know what I teach them? When your college counselor Googles you, they better be finding something, and they better find something good. Because what does that mean? If there's nothing under your name online, you don't. It's suspicious. You don't exist. You have no digital footprint. So to build a good digital footprint, that's kind of your job now. Versus 7, 8 years ago when everybody said, make sure you don't use your real name, don't put a picture of you up there, or anything like that. So I was in that set when I started Twitter. I didn't want to use my real name because who knows, maybe I couldn't get a job the next time or something. So I chose an online identity that I was going to use everywhere online. And it happened to be that since I speak 3 languages, and in Germany, witches are very much part of the children's literature and fairy tales and so on. I did make this little play on words, and I became Witches. And that's my username on Twitter. That's my blog name. That's my Skype name. That's my Instagram name. So I have an online identity. If you want to find my work online, you just have to Google languages. So what I want to do today with you is use the example of Twitter, which you've heard about a lot today, right? From the keynote speakers. And Zach was phenomenal, right?
Yes.
It was unbelievable. So I want to give you an opportunity to practice a little bit and use your Twitter social media muscle to use it also for your projects, to use it to create change, what Zach was saying. How do we use the power of social media to grab people's attention? Look what we're doing. Look at this amazing idea we had. Remember he said something about crowdfunding, which is when you fundraise with the crowd, not just the people in your school and all the moms help out and maybe your grandpa gives a little bit of money, but you are crowdfunding, meaning you are asking thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people around the world to like what you're doing and then contribute a little bit of money, so in the end you raise 150 or 180 or $500,000. And I want to get you started with this today. Raise your hand if you already have a Twitter account. Okay, from the ones that the hand is up there, is it a personal Twitter account where you write how much you love Justin Bieber? Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay, if that's the case, if you've ever written about Justin Bieber, or maybe the Vampire Diaries, or you're so much on what's his name, Taylor Lauer and Team Edward, or Team whatever his name is, if that's on there, this might be a good time to actually create a second account. Keep it separate. Your personal Justin Bieber and I love so-and-so, keep that private. That's not something later on your college counselor needs to necessarily see. What they want to see, pure, filtered, unbelievably academic, this is who you are, this is a person they want to hire, a person that they want to support in your projects. Keep it separate, okay? So if you have a Twitter account, you think it's not that appropriate for somebody to read, then create another one. If you don't have a Twitter account, it's time to start one, okay? So I'm going to give you the time. If you are looking at my Twitter profile, there are two things for you to see. One is my user, my Twitter user, my handle. That's the one that I need to that's my address where everybody can find me. And then there's a second one which I use my real name. So you have two to pick from. If you are creating a professional Twitter account, a professional one that you're going to be proud of and that you're going to use for crowdfunding, for contacting authors or contacting NGOs for help, you might want to consider using your real name. Because this is your digital footprint, remember? So if the college counselor wants to Google you, they will find you, and it's going to be good stuff, okay? If you want to make your username the same, your name, that's perfectly fine as well. Then over here, you get 160 characters, a little bit more than 140 usually, of a profile. And that's another task you're going to have in a little bit, is to think about a really good profile. What will you describe? How will you let others know, oh, that's an interesting person. Oh, that's what they stand for. Oh, they're into global issues. Maybe I want to start following them as well. So you have 160 characters. Make every little character count. So that's going to be the toughest thing you're going to do. Okay? So that's going to be your second task. First one is to open the account. Second one is to create the bio. And then I have a challenge for you, and I'll put that up here in a second so you don't have to remember it, is, what's the hashtag for the conference?
Hashtag BAGin
2014.
Gin 2014. So you're going to, every tweet that you're going to write is going to include that. So we are going to connect it all, so we'll be able to find it, because I obviously don't know your name, so I won't be able to find it, okay? I want you to write one tweet that is, that's a tweet that just documents a resource, something you learned here. Maybe you have your presentation, there's already a video up online, and you can share the link with everybody at the conference through the hashtag. So one is going to be just, here you go. I have something I want to share with somebody, okay? That's the first challenge. Second challenge is a tweet that you are going to mention one of the keynote speakers, which means you're directly talking to them. You can let them know what you thought about their presentation. You can send them a resource or something about you, or, you know, Zach underscore Bonner. What you said, what you mentioned today, that 24/7 project that you're doing, I'm really interested in that. Could you let me know how to find out more? You could ask them a question. You can send them a resource, but you're going to mention one of the keynote speakers. That's the second challenge. And the third challenge is going to be that you're going to write a reflective tweet. A reflective tweet is your aha moment. What you have so far, the one thing you heard at this conference, you can say like, oh, yeah, this makes sense to me. One aha moment. And I'm going to ask you, in addition to BAGin 2014, you're going to also add the hashtag SV for student voice, GIN. That's it, SV GIN. Okay? Uh-oh, I see lots of. How about thumbs up if you're ready to go? Okay. Thumbs down if you have questions. You don't have to download it. You can if you want to use the app. You can simply go to twitter.com and then sign up from there. You can also use any of the computers that are over here if you didn't bring a laptop or your phone. We're going to divide you into who has a Twitter account and wants to keep, who doesn't want to change the Twitter account. If that, you come to me, and And Lisa is going to help the ones that don't know how to sign up on their own for Twitter or need help of picking, if you don't want to use your own name, of picking them. And I'm going to put that.
You don't have one, raise your hand.
If you need help, scoot over here to Lisa. If you can do it on your own, great. I'm going to put up the other challenges. That's up to you. Okay? So, we want to keep your own voice inside of it. Okay? And how about let's get started. Look at your profile. Is it something that you would be proud to send, make contact with? Come inside, go to the first challenge. And I'm sorry. Oh, absolutely. Okay, let me see if I can get that up here, the challenges for you guys.
My Twitter links like go like installing
And just use Safari. Don't use the app. Or use one of the the programs here.
You have 3. Okay, what are our 3 responsibilities?
I'm writing them up here. It's the documenting, the reflecting, and the mentioning. Mention a keynote, your aha moment, use the SVGIN hashtag, and then the documenting, that you're sharing something where you're starting to create resources.
And bonus points if you guys find each other in the room and connect to what each other's writing right now. Bonus points.
Guys, if you use the hashtag, your tweet is going to show up here. Okay, so make sure that a BA-GIN 2014 hashtag is included. And then we can start connecting with each other.
Paulo Costa, só existe alguém, isso não pode.
Having a good time there?
Yeah, we just tweeted.
Good. I can imagine.
I was here yesterday.
I know. It's okay. It's all good.
I think I don't even remember my Twitter password. Hashtag. No, I'm sure I'm typing the key. Hashtag.
Guys, you can think about sharing, I can write on this, right? It's not gonna mess with
Yes.
You can share websites from connected to students' presentations that you saw today. If you took pics from people's presentations, from their slides, share something about that. Share any pics that you took from the keynotes. What else would we share? Ideas.
A picture you took
Presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just information that you retained from a presentation.
Tag a new friend.
BA-GIN. Dragon. BA-GIN 2014.
No sapato? Tá brincando, né?
Hashtag student. Yeah, SVGIN. Yeah, you have to set something out, well, we have to do 3 different
At least 3 tweets.
3 tweets at least. Hey guys, think of some names. Capital S
Eu
for
tava
S
pensando,
for students.
tipo, uau, os dois do
Eu
nada
não ouvi
assim.
amanhã.
What other things can we
A
abbreviate?
gente tem que sair cedo pra chegar lá. Só porque a gente vai chegar lá.
Yeah, the
Eu
ampersand.
pedi minha mãe comprar balinha.
About the work.
Ah, não acredito.
Chegar lá.
Tá vendo de verdade pra gente hoje.
Guys, it's perfectly all the text talk that you want to write, go for it. It's all good. Professional. Yes.
Você vai no piso, tá? Eu acho de ginástica, você tá aqui. Agora de
Actually, lowercase teacher.
Oxi, quer dizer,
Poxa, você comecei a tentar não fazer.
ela tá aqui.
Menos que tu.
É tipo, não, ele não fala assim. Eu acho lindo.
Eu acho
Ele tá te imitando.
não gosto
Fala
de falar.
assim, meu sotaque.
Eu não gosto de falar. Acho incrível. Acho que mudar de falar, acho lindo.
Ah,
Tipo,
não,
você vê o
eu
sotaque.
falei, acho lindo.
Acho lindo. É perfeito.
É, eu também queria falar assim.
Acho lindo.
É, isso é muito
Acho
bom.
sexy. E eu falo, tipo, acho lindo.
Vamos sair hoje?
Vamos.
Já que vai fugir?
Vamos.
Realmente a gente falou com as meninas.
A gente quer fugir.
Estão perto da Carol.
Estamos.
Ou pode falar assim. Hoje vai falar pra você.
Mano, chama rápido.
Você mora onde? Eu moro perto da Carol.
Qual é o Carol?
Da Carol. Qual é de Carol?
Teve em casa.
Por quê?
Alright, Gabriela's got something else.
Exato, quando vocês convivem, você começa a falar e não consigo.
Você. Só me dá pra você. E vai você?
Eu não sei, eu vou pra casa e ela vai pra casa. Ela tá no hotel, esse é o plano. E na minha casa, tipo, aí ela vai fugir lá pra te convidar. São bem hoje que eu tem. Não é menino.
Sim, Samuel, tipo, sabe que ela fugiu do hotel.
Minha mãe sabe, mas não sabe. Minha mãe sabe, eu vou falar pra minha mãe. Só que tipo, minha mãe vai, tipo,
Guys, if you're having issues with logging in at the same time as everybody else, because we're mostly coming from the same IP address, you might want to just use a notepad or anything else and just write your tweets out. And then as others get off, you can get on and tweet them out. Yeah, you guys thinking we're spamming them right now? Sorry?
A gente chegou, saiu daqui às 9 horas.
verdade.
O primeiro dia porque a gente achava
Eles fizeram a apresentação. Fizeram a apresentação. Nós não precisamos de comida, arroz. 2 vezes, não tô brincando.
toda vez que ela achou, parou de comer.
Hoje eu literalmente tirei assim, eu puxei e ontem de novo.
Cara, eu já achei barata dentro da salada.
Ai, não.
Antes de ser já depois. Tava dentro da sala do livro.
2 dias seguidos eu achei, velho. Eu não acredito. Foi de cabelo e negro. Não tô brincando. Hoje foi no negócio do frango. Puxei assim, ó. Aí quando a gente comeu ontem assim. Eu puxei assim de novo. Ah, foi na abóbora. Não. Sério, hoje foi. Naquele negócio. Não sei se foi aquele negócio do frango. Eu não comi o negócio. Era uma coisinha assim. Sem ser o que tinha um negócio de espinafre. Sem ser o de espinafre, sem ser o que tinha uma tipo, a bolsa, aquela coisa laranja. E o outro do lado de cá. Eu puxei naquele, tipo, puxei assim,
Ela é igual. Ela é a versão mais nova da minha amiga dela.
Versão mais nova.
Deixa eu mostrar uma foto.
Eu não percebi, eu juro. Meu Deus. Pode sentir.
Simplesmente trocou de grupo.
Não, mas assim, eu não sabia o meu, eu cheguei. Ah, vida bem, eu não sei o meu, cara, ela, a Carol, aquele garoto. O que era do meu, ele era do meu.
Quer dizer, tu tem os cabelos.
Bem brasileiro, cara, muito legal. Tô animada.
Eu fui em outro village hoje e, tipo, era muito awkward. Tava todo mundo sentado assim.
Nossa, tipo, todo mundo falando em português ainda por cima. Não, a gente tem que acabar assim, perguntando pra gente. A gente joga na internet. Tá, ou a gente fala de perguntas. A gente tá aqui. O quê? Hoje tem mais gente? Malu!
Vai te dar um swagzão. Um swagzão.
Piranha E pra onde é que vocês vão hoje? Vocês vão ficar só em casa, Bela? Não, eu quero uma night. Pra onde?
A gente vai pra uma night. A gente vai pra
Não! Eu vi.
O velho tá muito engraçado. Ela tá muito engraçada. A gente vai pra night. Ela fala de
Cara, todo mundo fala errado aqui.
Você vai onde? Ele fala tu. São Paulo. Você fala tu ou você? Curitiba.
São Paulo, não falo porta. Falo porta.
Porta? Quem fala? Você fala porta. Você fala porta.
Porta.
Você é Rio, não? Como é que fala? Não fala porta? Quem é que fala leque? Você que fala leque? Pensei que São Paulo fala leque.
São Paulo também, São Paulo.
São Paulo fala, mano.
Ah, quem é que fala cara? A cara também é Rio.
Cara, eu sou doido. Tá ligado? Ninguém se importa com isso.
Cultural exchange. Ah, você acha?
Ninguém se importa com os gaúchos.
Tu?
Okay, guys.
A gente fala errado, porque a gente fala tudo, só que a gente não conjura.
Não, é você.
Cadê?
Por que eu tô com Curitiba na cabeça?
Não sou
No
de
sul.
Francesca, muy bien.
Tipo, que dá pra fazer. Lá é bom?
A cidadezinha não muda, mano. Tá ligado? Todo mundo conhece.
Karen, is Karen here?
É grande, mas todo mundo assim.
Wait. Lá é grande, mas todo mundo é assim.
Guys, is Karen Wong here?
São Paulo, sabe?
Look, she just tweeted. If you guys don't, you know, if you're not a economy, she's not one of your classmates or anything else, this is a great time now. She's another one who's interested in gin, who's here, so what you do is, you click on her name, And then you can click on follow. That's how you harvest people in your network that eventually can help you, and you can share information. And they say, hey, you did at your school a presentation. Can you share it with us? And you can get in contact with them. So look who else is using the BAGIN hashtag and start following them. That's how you build your network. Because if you have 0 people that follow you, when you say something, what happens?
No one sees it.
Yeah, it's this. You guys know that saying, when you yell into a forest and nobody hears it, or when a tree falls?
When
Have you heard that?
a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, did it really fall?
That's right. It's the same thing with Twitter.
Okay.
So make sure you start following people. Make sure you catch their attention by mentioning them so they follow you back. So practice this on each other. See who uses the hashtag and start following them. And then see if somebody follows you back.
Eu sei. Porque do jeito que eu sou, que cai toda hora. Sempre, nossa.
Cara, você sempre cai toda hora, tipo... Você ouviu a voz de Carol?
Look, there's a Tracy Gamata. Right here. Nice. Takeaway.
Ah, tá.
Eu sou avançado. Quase que eu comprei o prato. Era mais barato. Tá ligado? Saiu. Então funciona assim, ó. Cada 3 gerações do iPhone é um.
Or, here's another thing. Or, tweet really good tweets are those who disappear. It just goes, nobody will know.
Saiu o 5S, eu comprei o prato.
So that's another way. You kind of, that's the same thing. If it ever happens that there's something up online
Antes, o que eu tinha
that
antes?
you can't take back, the best way that nobody finds it, that you add good stuff, more. Just pile it on top and nobody will go to it.
Nokia!
Celulares Nokia. Você faz essa alavanca.
Nokia!
That's the
Eu
only
sou de
way.
Salvador, né?
And add good things.
Você parece que ele faz mais.
Já bateu a cabeça na cinta dele.
Larissa!
How are you guys doing?
Você vê que aí, Dani, tá aí?
Vídeo na época.
Oh, que hashtag, meu hashtag. Já viu alguma coisa na casa? Viu?
Eu só escuto
Seu nome é seu Zé, né?
Pera, eram 2 amigos que estavam botando aquele funkzão lá no chinelo.
Meu filho? Era.
Foi não.
Foi
Vocês não... Ah, ele quer pegar ela.
Eu? De onde tu tirou isso, guria?
É porque ele tinha achado de você.
Não, não.
Não foi você que tava com o celular.
Foi
Ah, Lucas. Nossa
De onde
senhora.
tu tirou?
Eu esperava, era muito engraçado. Ó, engraçado, você vai ver o dó, tá aí,
Now, why is somebody did receive that and they're still able to log on?
você vai ver, vai
I think you can still use it. Just see if you can log in. See if you can, and then you get home.
What's the music, cara? Essa aí é muito
esse aí seria algo diferente. Meu primo mais novo sobre ela. Ele acaba você vê esse menino, eu fico em reunião.
Eu lembro que tu odiava Vine. Não, eu tô odiava.
Eu gosto de Vine de 7 segundos, né? Tipo 5 minutos.
Não, eu tô odiava Vine. Daí eu te mandei uns 2, 3, daí começou a rir. Daí
Who's finished already? Okay. Well, if you finished, you're free. This is what I want you to, if you choose to, I have an extra challenge. The extra challenge is find Zach's presentation, which he is up the stairs. Up the stairs, if the main windows are there, it's to the right, he said. Very quietly enter the room, okay? Listen, pretend you are a social media journalist and document what you're hearing. Don't participate, you're on the outside. You are documenting and letting us know in here that we're still working on the other things, what you're hearing over there. And then you come back. You have, hold on, you have 10 minutes to do that. Okay, so at 3, at 4:50, come back here.
15:53 may end.
See if we can leave the door open.
Ah, a gente pode fazer isso, a gente pode usar o feedback hoje no nosso village.
Use the hashtag so we get it, guys. I thought this was my purse. I know. I know I put it up there and I have nothing thick in there.
So guys, you can search in Twitter for someone's name, you just go to people.
Another challenge if you're done. Look for NGOs. Start following the ones that will support your project. Use the Twitter search hashtags. Search NGO makes the hashtag. Search for blood drive. Search for whatever your project is about. To see who else is talking about this online. And then see if they are worth following. Click on them, read their bio, and then you choose.
Sério?
Eu não sei chamar de
Fala.
Além desse aqui, tem o que mais? O que tá acontecendo? Porque a gente vai sair daqui, a gente vai pra onde?
Tá, tem não sei o que, Lil, aqui.
Correct. One tweet to one of the speakers. And let's see if we can actually find, if you need to know the names of, so Zach _ can somebody write for me on there, on the dry erase board, the usernames as I read them to you? Thank you.
Welcome to my life, cara.
Okay, the first one is Zach _
Novo Village, começa às 5h15. Isso aqui termina
Zach
às 5h05.
is CK. No, sorry, CH. _ BONNER.
coisa engraçada.
NNER. And the other one is NOPLANETB.
Tá, no meu village.
É assim, ó.
No, that's not it. Hold on.
Miss Laurie.
No, is it this one?
Miss McDonald.
Anybody remember, Lisa? Planeta B, no Planeta B or Planet?
No planeta.
Planeta con A, no? With an A.
Yeah, this is the starting.
The other one was John D. Liu. Liu. Take a look up here. John D. Liu. And the other one was Marina Mansija Ache.
Você quer ir para outro filho, a gente vai na escola.
So here are the usernames of the keynote speakers. Ask them a question. Tell them what you thought. Get in contact with them. Follow them. Let them follow you.
Agora, eu não sei qual é a música, só que tá muito bem agora.
Reflect, inform, connect, inform the conference back channel. So guys, people all over the world, you have no idea anybody could be watching this back channel. Teachers in other countries who are thinking about coming to Brazil, that would be me. Students in other countries looking to connect with students like you. People who have cash and resources. People who want to interview you. Anybody can be looking at this. Anybody. So post one that informs them about what in the world we're doing.